It makes my heart sing to see my CryptoQ media channel back online. This video will begin with a story from Times tabloid called Real Vision, and I will be sharing a couple pieces with you. CEO Raupal advises XRP holders. This one caught my attention, so I'll tell you about it right away. You might remember this. A few months ago, Raupal was urging people to sell their XRP. I think this man is quite observant, and I must say that I greatly appreciate him. In this video, I'll go into more detail about how I respectfully disagree with him on a number of his XRP-related claims. Having said that, I would be taken aback if I learned today that he is still holding onto XRP. We will then move on as planned. Despite the fact that his take on Bitcoin made me chuckle, I respect him and his viewpoint. I agree with the message. All of these and more is a component of it, including being calm under pressure and not acting hastily. We typical investors can learn a lot from his counsel. Actually, he does. However, his claims regarding XRP were absolutely ridiculous. Now we go on to this. As a result of 3.4 billion whales purchasing Gensler and speculating about perhaps selling, XRP soars to a 16-month high. I should also mention this. XRP is here to stay, so it's good news for you. Look at this headline on Crypto Basic Ripple. So, the CEO is moving forward with plans to make the company's multi-crypto fund, which includes XRP, an ETP exchange-traded product. Is that something you can get behind? Would you think Bitwise would put their money into a coin that doesn't make sense and has no value on no planet? I feel compelled to mention XRP's recent market dominance, particularly in comparison to Bitcoin and Ethereum, before we delve into the Raul friend stuff. I figured it would be a smart idea to show this video to reinforce my thesis, since I've been harping on this for a while. The XRP community has known this for some time. The widespread agreement that XRP has turned remains absent, as you will see, even at this very moment. Oh, and by the way, my video from 3 weeks ago had this awesome title. By the time I contacted them, no one had noticed that XRP had already turned around. The price of XRP has been steadily rising against the dollar since June 7, when it struck rock bottom vs Bitcoin bulls. Has anyone been surprised by this? If I had to wager money, I'd say I'm not surprised in the least, and I seriously doubt you're even here. Look at these news stories, but XRP caution. See why Raupal thinks it's a good time for investors to cash out now. You can find it in Bitcoin news here. Another one is on the way to you. According to Raupal, XRP followers act like a cult. Exactly everything he said is going to be relayed to you. Oh, and the story came out on August 21st of this year. Think about that for a second. That was only a few months ago. At that point, everyone knew that XRP had been doing better than Bitcoin and Ethereum, as well as the market as a whole, especially large and mid caps, for the previous 2 months. It caught me unaware that XRP was already there, but he didn't know that. On top of that, he's really bright. To tell you the truth, he is. Previously worked for Goldman Sachs and is now an avid cryptocurrency investor. This is the result of my transcribing of his quote. I say, he responds. In August, he made a comment about XRP that was comparable to what he predicted 2 bull markets ago. Maybe you're right. Your devotion as a fan will undoubtedly endure. Move on to whatever is currently trending heavily. Since it will be the largest, I can tell you that you are afraid. We will make sure to send you plenty of notifications so you can easily log back in. I need to halt there before I carry on with the remainder of the quote. Did you reinvest your profit after selling XRP at 49 cents around a week and a half ago? If so, did you do it at a better price for you? Getting back in would probably mean the world. If they're taking his advice to heart, then it must be true because that's what transpired. You were still paid for your XRP, despite the higher price. It has always baffled me for this reason. I am an investor because I hold a variety of large cap coins, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Cardano, Link, and XRP. This gives me exposure to the whole asset class. I keep a significant number of coins in my portfolio for the purpose of diversity. Were XRP not to fit that description, why would it not? I disagree with him on one specific point, his core message, even though I generally agree with much of his advice. Retaining a portion of your XRP holdings and other legacy coins is highly recommended. Give me a moment to explain. This is further demonstrated by the fact that XRP has been steadily increasing in value for almost 7 years, culminating in its recent breakout. His quote continues as follows. You should not remain mired in the past and miss the bull market, he says, because the community is huge. Without fear of internet retaliation, I will say that my intuition tells me that cult membership is bad for you. In my opinion, he should have brought it up. Our objective, he says, is to play the role of hired guns. Our purpose for being here is profit, not cult membership. Cults are only profitable for the cult leaders. Unfortunately, you should know that Cardano and XRP are just two of many available cryptocurrencies. I hope you're right, but having faith has nothing to do with money. Yes, I do think he is right. A strategy to diversify into the Bitcoin market is to hope for the best, which isn't really an investment but is a reasonable approach. On top of that, Cardano's popularity has been on the rise. If you ask him, XRP has already died. Regardless of how mysterious Cardano's downfall is, they are moving forward. The process was straightforward, and here's the thing, he may have noticed XRP's profitability at that moment, given its historically low price in comparison to Bitcoin. Surprisingly, it occurred just at the time we should have expected it, as we have been debating for months. It did, in fact. Although I greatly appreciate his message overall, I feel compelled to express my disagreement with them on this particular subject now that XRP is live. I simply think he knows a lot about money and has a lot of insight that the average person doesn't. Hence, I have the utmost respect for him. I can't help but wonder, what on earth are you talking about whenever the topic of XRP comes up? The one exception being that this article was later made public. Earlier today, I made one similar to this. Honest understanding. CEO Raupal advises XRP holders. And I really don't care to read it cover to cover. Here in this thread is his most recent comment, which I thought you might find intriguing. Presented here is Dan Tapiro. Who is he? I know. I have seen him in a few interviews previously. He is the managing partner, chief information officer, chief executive officer, and inventor of 10T Fund. Although it does not deal in cryptocurrency, it is comparable to a crypto fund. All of this is based on my recollection, but I believe it to be accurate. You are welcome to check my assertions, but all I can say is that it seems like a number. This fund backs companies that are active in the Bitcoin industry rather than cryptocurrency investments in general. This was already on my radar, and it seems like he's really famous in space. Without you, no one would have seen my video. Click the subscribe button and then tell me what you think when you're done.